What if I told you that everything you believe about reality is actually an illusion? That the life you live, the chances you get, and even the challenges you face aren't random or accidental, but reflections of something much deeper within you. For centuries, people who held secret knowledge about this truth were hunted down, silenced, or erased from history. Why? Because they understood a powerful secret, one that, if you learn and use it, can completely change how you see and live in the world. This isn't just another video about motivation or positive thinking. It's a deep dive into the hidden principles that shape the universe, revealed by ancient mystics, alchemists, and wise people throughout history, and now also supported by modern science. Your mind controls everything. This isn't just a feel-good phrase, it's the master key that unlocks real power. From ancient Hermetic teachings to the discoveries of quantum physics, the message is the same. The reality you experience is a reflection of your consciousness. Think about why knowledge was destroyed, why the Gnostics were persecuted, and why information was turned into strict religious rules. It's because a person who masters their mind is someone who cannot be controlled. So the question is, are you ready to truly see? If you're reading this, it's no accident. Some form of synchronicity brought you here. Something inside you is waking up. Come with me on this journey to uncover the secrets that those in power don't want you to know. But beware. Once you discover the truth, you can't go back to seeing the world the old way. To grasp the true power of the mind, we have to look back in time, past what we learned in school, beyond the surface explanations that modern science gives us. We need to find the roots of a wisdom that has been hidden for centuries. The story of the mind as the creator of reality begins with the ancient Hermetists. In the Egyptian pyramids, hidden in sacred chambers, the sages of the ancient school of Thoth understood something that we're only just beginning to notice now. The all is mind. The universe is mental. This wasn't just a poetic idea, it was a fundamental truth about how everything works. According to these ancient teachers, the universe is a huge field of mental energy where every thought and feeling shapes what we call reality. Everything you see, touch, or think is just a form of a primal mental vibration. Long before modern physics suggested that matter is just concentrated energy, the alchemists knew that changing physical things was really about transforming your inner consciousness. For example, Celsus, a wise alchemist from the 10th century, said, "The outer world is just a reflection of the inner mind." This idea goes even further back to Plato, who in his work, The Republic, talked about eternal ideas or forms that exist on a mental plane. For Plato, the physical world was just a shadow of a higher mental reality. In the Gnostic texts, considered dangerous by the medieval church, it was said that human consciousness isn't limited to the body but is actually the true creator of the world. The material world, according to the Gnostics, was just a projection of the divine mind, a shadow of a deeper cosmic order. But this knowledge was hidden and distorted for centuries because the church feared what would happen if people realized their own divine power. During the Middle Ages, secret groups like the Rosicrucians and the Templars kept these truths safe through rituals and sacred texts. The Rosicrucians, a mystical group whose origins are lost in time, believed the mind's power was so great it could go beyond the physical world. They knew that to control the outside world, they first had to master their own inner world. So their secret rituals focused on perfecting consciousness, not just learning facts. Moving forward in history, thinkers like Giordano Bruno and René Descartes echoed these ideas in a more scientific way. Bruno, a Renaissance philosopher who was executed for his beliefs, declared that the mind is a divine spark capable of shaping the universe, an idea so powerful it got him killed. Descartes, famous for saying, "I think, therefore I am," believed the mind is the foundation of all reality. While he didn't fully grasp the mind's transformative power, his statement was a major step in recognizing the mind's absolute role in shaping existence. All these ancient teachings, hidden knowledge, and even modern science point to one powerful truth. Your mind is not just inside you. It is the source of everything you experience. Reality isn't something outside of you that happens to you. It's something you create with your thoughts and feelings. When you understand this, you realize that every moment holds the potential to change everything. Imagine waking up every day knowing that your thoughts are shaping your world. The fears you face, the opportunities you get, and the people you meet, they're all connected to your inner state. When you start to master your mind, you stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming a creator of your own life. This understanding has been kept secret because it threatens the status quo. Those in power don't want you to know you have this ability. They want you to believe reality is fixed, that you have no control, and that you must follow their rules. But the truth is you have more power than you realize. Power that ancient teachers, secret orders, and even early scientists tried to reveal. So what does this mean for you now? It means your reality can change. If you learn to control your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, you can change the world around you. This isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about understanding the deep connection between consciousness and matter. From the wisdom of the pyramids to the discoveries of quantum physics, the message is clear. The universe responds to your mind. Your reality is a mirror of your inner world. When you change yourself, the world changes with you. The story of how this powerful truth has been hidden and suppressed goes all the way into modern times, where quantum science is now confirming what ancient mystics and philosophers have known for centuries. In the 20th century, the famous double-slit experiment showed that simply observing tiny particles changes how they behave. This proves what those old teachers said long ago. Reality isn't fixed or set in stone. Instead, it's constantly changing based on the mind that is watching it. That means we're not just passive observers of a world that's already made. We are the creators of what we experience. This secret is exactly what those in power have been afraid of. They tried to wipe out this knowledge throughout history because it gives people control over their lives. Despite their efforts, modern science is finally catching up to the ancient wisdom. The universe is mental, and your mind holds the power to shape it. Now that we've followed the path of these ancient sages, we come to a crucial point, the essential truth that the universe is mental. But what does that really mean? More importantly, how can we use this knowledge to change our lives and create a better reality? First, it's important to understand that the mind isn't just a part of your brain or a simple function inside your head. In the deepest sense of this teaching, the mind is a cosmic force present in everything that exists. The ancients believed that everything from the tiniest atom to the farthest star is filled with mental energy or vibration. This led them to say that the entire universe is a manifestation of a universal consciousness. Think of your mind like a frequency or vibration. Every thought and feeling you have sends out waves of energy into the universe. Just like radio waves carry signals you can't see, but that affect your radio, your thoughts and emotions send out waves that influence reality itself. Philosopher and scientist Ernest Holmes put it simply, thoughts are things that become physical events through a mental vibration. If this idea feels surprising or hard to believe, it's because we've been taught to think that the physical world happens outside of us and mostly beyond our control. But the key to this teaching is exactly the opposite. The material world is simply a reflection of our collective mind. Everything you see and experience comes from the combined thoughts of humanity, mixed with your own thoughts, all vibrating together in the universe. The Hermetic saying, "As above, so below, as within, so without," means that your inner world shapes your outer world. If your thoughts are full of fear, doubt, or lack, you tune into a frequency that attracts those same things into your life. But if you think with gratitude, confidence, and abundance, you'll start to notice how the universe responds by sending back those positive vibes in real ways. This is what spiritual teachers have been saying for ages. To change the world, you must first change your mind. Practices like meditation, conscious thinking, and positive affirmations help us align with these universal laws. It's like tuning a radio to a clear station so you can receive the right signals. The important thing to realize is that you, like the universe itself, are vibration. When you understand this, you'll see that the mind doesn't just mirror reality, it creates it. So how do we apply this powerful truth that the universe is mental to our everyday lives? How can we use our mind, which connects deeply to universal consciousness, to change our reality? The answer lies in understanding the basic laws that govern this connection, and the first key is the law of vibration. Every thought, every feeling, and every action produces a vibrational frequency. This frequency isn't some vague idea. It has a real effect on your surroundings. When your inner vibrations are aligned with thoughts of peace, love, and abundance, that same energy spreads out and attracts more of those things to you. In this way, your mind not only reflects what you see, but actually pulls those experiences toward you. Think about a simple example. If you often feel fear or worry, you create a vibration of scarcity or lack. This energy then draws in situations that keep reinforcing those negative feelings. But if you work on developing a positive mindset filled with confidence and gratitude, you'll start attracting opportunities that help you thrive. Vibration isn't something random or beyond your control. It's something you can learn to manage. The inner work you do every day, whether it's meditating, changing your thoughts, or shifting your emotions, adjusts your vibrational frequency. This change isn't just about spiritual ideas. It has practical effects. By focusing on positive, uplifting thoughts, you can tune your mind to what you truly want and move closer to your goals. One of the most powerful ideas in this teaching is the power of intention. Intention means clearly focusing your thoughts and feelings on a specific goal or purpose. When you set a strong intention with your mind's energy, it acts like planting a seed that can grow in the physical world. The key is to keep visualizing your goal. Imagine what you want to achieve and truly believe it's possible. Think about an artist creating a painting. Before starting, the artist has a clear picture in their mind of what they want to create. Every brushstroke brings that mental image into reality. Your mind works the same way. What you imagine and feel inside begins to show up in your outer life. By realizing that your thoughts and feelings are energy sent out into the universe, you can start to take control over what you attract in life. For example, if you want more money or success, fill your mind with thoughts of abundance and gratitude. If you want peace, focus on feeling calm and centered. Everything you need is already inside you, just waiting to be activated by your mind. But intention and thought alone aren't enough. To fully use the law of vibration, you also need to take action. Life's opportunities don't always come in ways you expect. Sometimes the answers appear through the steps you take with confidence, small actions that match your positive thoughts. This creates a kind of dance between your mind and your actions, working together to build the reality you want. You can't just wish and wait. The universe responds when you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your goals. Moving forward with faith, and determination. So the universe responds not only to what you think, but also to what you feel and do. Your mind sparks the idea, and your actions fuel the fire that brings it to life. Now that we understand how the mind connects us to creating our reality, it's important to apply these ideas in everyday life. The real magic of knowing the universe is mental lies, in using this knowledge to improve your personal, work, and spiritual life. Let's look at some practical ways to use these teachings to get real results. First is creative visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool that links your conscious mind with the universal mind. When you visualize what you want, you send a clear message to the universe about what you're aiming for. This isn't just imagining your goal, but feeling the emotions as if you already have it. Say you want to succeed in your career. If you picture your success clearly, feeling proud and thankful, the universe starts moving to help make it happen. But visualization isn't just a mental exercise. You need to follow it up with actions that bring you closer to your goals. Every time you visualize, do it with focus and belief. This trains your mind to be ready to receive and strengthens the vibration of your desires. Second are positive affirmations. Affirmations are simple, positive statements you repeat to change how you think and attract what you want. If your thoughts shape your reality, then changing your inner conversation changes your future. For example, if you want abundance, you might say, "I am open to receiving abundance in all ways." Saying affirmations regularly helps create new brain connections, focusing your mind on your goals and pushing out negative thoughts. Affirmations don't just affect your subconscious, they act like magnets pulling positive situations, people, and chances that match your intentions. Third is the power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can hold. When you focus on what you have instead of what you don't, you're telling the universe you feel abundant and satisfied. This positive energy multiplies your blessings. Practicing gratitude daily raises your vibration. You can start your day or end it by simply saying, "Thank you for the big and small things in my life." This habit not only makes you feel better emotionally, but also connects you with the natural flow of abundance around you. Fourth, the law of attraction in action. Like we said before, just thinking about what you want or setting intentions isn't enough. Taking action is crucial. Without moving toward your goals, the universe doesn't have a clear way to help you. It's like planting a seed but never watering it. It won't grow. To create a life you want, you have to make decisions and take real steps that match your goals and values. If you want to build a prosperous life, you need to be willing to learn, put in time and effort, and stay focused. Remember, opportunities don't always show up in the way you expect, but if you act with faith and determination, the universe will start opening doors for you. Fifth, setting clear and specific intentions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is being too vague about what they want. Specific intentions are much stronger because they tell the universe exactly what you're aiming for. Saying, "I want to be rich," is too general. The universe doesn't know what that means for you. But if you say, "I want to make a certain amount of money in the next 6 months through my business," that clear goal activates the universal laws to work for you. Having specific intentions gives you direction and helps you make choices that line up with what you really want to create. That said, it's also important to stay flexible. Sometimes the universe has even better plans than you can imagine. When you apply these principles every day, you start living in harmony with universal wisdom. What you think, feel, and do directly affects your life. You're not just a victim of fate or chance. You're a conscious co-creator of your reality. Your mind is incredibly powerful, and understanding that the universe is mental means you can transform your inner world. and watch it reflect outward into your life. This knowledge doesn't just give you the power to create what you want. It helps you live with more peace, gratitude, and balance. The deepest changes always start from within. Are you ready to use this wisdom to change your life? As we wrap up this journey into the connection between your mind and the universe, it's important to think about what you've learned. If you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step toward truly understanding the reality around you. The truth is, your mind controls everything. Since ancient times, mystics, philosophers, and visionaries have known that reality isn't something fixed or set in stone. It's shaped by human thought, by the vibrations of our beliefs, emotions, and convictions. Your mind is the architect, and reality is the masterpiece it creates. Remember, you're not stuck as a victim of destiny or luck. You're the creator of your experience, the one holding the brush to paint the vast canvas of the universe. When you understand and apply these metaphysical secrets, you can completely transform your life. No outside force can limit you except the limits you accept yourself. You have the power to rewrite your story and bring to life the reality you desire. But the journey doesn't end here. Now that you know how the mind shapes your life, the next step is putting this into practice. Understanding it in your head isn't enough. True magic begins when you take action. Start today by changing your subconscious, letting go of limiting beliefs, and imagining the future you want. If this message has touched you and you want to explore these ideas further, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Like this video if it opened your eyes to new possibilities, and share it with those who are ready to awaken their own power. We're at an important moment in time, and together, we can be the force for real and lasting change in the world. Remember, the universe is speaking to you. Synchronicity has brought you here. Now you're ready to take full control of your reality. Don't wait. Act now, because the mind controls everything.